Yo, what's up, guys? Another Interserver guild battle against Chinese guild. They're G3. I don't really know them all too well. Also notice my defenses on Interserver aren't doing all too well, so I probably have to change some over there at some point. And maybe potentially I should stop using this team because it's just so dependent on, like, if some things don't land at the correct moments, you're just in a really bad spot. And is that a good thing for offenses? Maybe not that much. You can hit interesting offenses with it. That's the main thing that makes it still cool. Same for this one. Like, if shit hits the fan, if your shit doesn't land, are you going to lose? Absolutely yes. Are you going to win if everything lands? Absolutely yes as well. So yeah, with that said, maybe shouldn't really use those as much. I think that Poseidon one is a lot more safe, and the mainly reason that the Poseidon one is a lot more safe, those were the most amounts of glances I've seen in my... Wait. We go back for a second. Do we literally... 1, 2... Wait, he hits more than that, right? Did we literally just 15 check 3 times in a row? Because this is 3 hits, right? 1, 2. I thought it was 3 hits. Well, either how. All of the hits glancing. Nice. So yeah, then you don't kill. Huh, funny. Either how. Yeah, sometimes if luck is against you, then luck is against you. But this team is so solid. This is so much bruiser potential that slightly bit of bad luck doesn't really matter for this team all too much. Because damage and damage. I also want to take this time to, we will have the balance patch maybe released by the moment I release this video as well. So if we get a balance patch on Friday, then we will have that as well. And I want to take this time to talk about balance patching and that and to thank the sponsor of today's video, the Huawei AppGallery. Within the Huawei AppGallery, you can get your packs cheaper from Summoner's War. Simply, once you download the AppGallery, you type in Summoner's War, and within Summoner's War, you can see that they have current events going on. With the current campaign, which is also linked in the description down below. So within this campaign, there are multiple things. We have cashback of 10% and then also cashback of 15% during the weekend. So I recommend you getting stuff during the weekends. And on top of that, you can also get energy, and with this energy, you can get extra coupons. However, besides that, not just only that, you also have the VIP program. If you're a heavy whaler, you get even more coupons that way. Plus, if you have within the game center, you have more options within the game center to get loyalty points for even more coupons. So it's coupons on coupons on coupons on cashback. So these are the best deals you can get for Summoners who are reducing the prices of the packs you want to buy. If you want more information, check the links in the description. Also check the official Discord from the Huawei App Store. Remind that you have to set your location to Ireland, New Zealand or the UK to get these deals. I recommend going for Ireland because those are the cheapest deals. However, in the description there's a list of steps to do to install all of this, or check out the other video which I have a more in-depth explanation of. What of course everyone would like and their mom would like to see is an Oliver nerf. I would like an Oliver nerf, but I would also in trade would like a Sierra buff. Because if Oliver is nerfed, the only good speed leads out there will be LD speed leads. Pretty much. Because Tableau will be a very good lead. And technically Tableau is more rare than an Oliver. Tell it to Babu, haha. But no, in general, like more people will have Oliver than people will have Tableau, pretty sure. So for that reason, I think it will be pretty sad to see if Oliver gets like nerfed to shit. Then again, do I feel like Oliver should get a nerf? Yeah, he should get like a slight nerf. But I would say nerfs that would work for Oliver are either making his lead 24 or making him a S3 on 85 or 75% of the attack bar. Those two nerfs, I would say, are pretty fair. Other units, I would say, could deserve a nerf is Shizuka. No skill 2 on self, because technically if she procs, if she does S3, next turn she does S2 procs, then another turn S2 procs, she has S3 backup again. And that's just highly annoying and highly toxic. So I think Shizuka should not be able to do S2 on self, which I think would make things a lot more fair. If you want to drag it a little bit further or in a different way, you could also say, okay, Shizuka, if she does the skill on a unit that's dead, she will get +1 on the cooltime rather than giving the soul protect. Those two things is something that you could do for those skills, but then again, you're also... Are you nerfing Seimei with that? Not really. Slightly. But yeah, you can also give Seimei something actually for a useless one. But yeah, that's besides that. Some people are asking for, do we need a Masha nerf? I don't really think Masha doesn't necessarily need a nerf, because in the end, Masha has a bad win rate against Oliver in the end still, so that's... I don't really know. Veronica nerf, definitely, but Veronica is one of those that's hard to nerf. Like, you could say S3 does it for one turn, but does it immediately like destroy the unit? I'm not sure. You could nerf the S2, but then again, Amber would be like even worse, and she was already shit if she doesn't land her things. Like, that's the thing. Amber's S2 is way better than Veronica's S2 if they land, and my Amber just didn't do jack shit. So you still have the odds of shit not landing. You could make that worse. I don't know. But I expect a Veronica nerf if they actually do. I'm saying a lot of things that are RTA related, but actually I wouldn't be surprised if they would say, okay, we're still in SWC season. We're going to keep shit the same. The only thing we're going to change is Windy nerf, another like Leo May counter, Leo May nerf, whatever other siege things you can think of. So that could also very well be a thing that people are just, rather than doing anything RTA related, they're just going to go full siege related, those kind of nerfs. So who knows? Who knows? Then going back to RTA, if they actually do RTA stuff, I expect a Gurkha nerf, because Gurkha is just hella busted, like hella busted. I would even say that Gurkha would be as good as he is right now if you slightly lower the healing and give him 75% attack bar rather than 100. Something like that. Maybe even a 50. Like, I know a guy that plays it together with Tian Lang, and he's like, doesn't even matter. Like, most of the time you're at 50 anyways. You get 50 extra, Gurkha still moves, and it's OP as shit. So something like that along the line for a nerf of Gurkha. Any other units that would need a nerf, I'm not sure. Any units I would like to see buffed, Lima. Because I feel like Lima is actually pretty shit right now. She is... the main reason I say that is because at first I thought like, oh, Lima's nerfed, okay? But Lima's nerfed and her hardest counters are buffed. Because her hardest counters are more or less Juno and Praha because of the S2, making everything into dots. So she's not just nerfed, she's nerfed plus double nerf because of the thing best against her being buffed. And therefore the unit is pretty much gutted, or well, more or less gutted. If you pick it early. Like, if you pick it late, it can still work, but literally any unit can work if you pick it late. So that's just pretty sad to see for a unit that I just recently got. And that's also the thing which is pretty sad to see for me in general. That the moment I get a good LD, then it's immediately gets nerfed. And that's just pretty sad. So I got a whole bunch of LDs not RTA related. I get one that's not that RTA related until I start using it, and then suddenly everyone knows, like, hey, that unit is actually good. I put it high in the tier list. Will never put my own units high in the tier list. Again, mark my words, fuck that shit. And immediately they are like 1 week before SWC is like, yo, fuck say. He got both light and dark. Fuck that shit. He's not gonna get them. So I think that's also one of the reasons why Diligent didn't make it in this year, because he was also kind of dependent on the Lima, and the Ragdoll was one of the reasons. Don't really remember his matches, but yeah, it was a pretty big nerf. Sure, of course, Diligent has a whole bunch of shit, but in the end, if you draft those units that are hard nerfed, I think Gianna doesn't care that much. It's still about the strip, it's still about the bomb. Cycling doesn't matter as much. For Lima, the triple revenge, or the revenges in general, are very hard. And she had some solo potential on like triple revenge and that kind of stuff, which is completely gutted. Like, I haven't seen a single match on triple revenge where she actually potentially soloed some shit. Which I have seen happening in like the old one. Was she too OP? I'm not sure. I think she was too rune dependent to be OP everywhere, because you need the triple revenge on a fastest set. I don't know. Like, you tell me. Either how. Talking about balancing buffs and nerfs, let me know in the comments what you guys think should be buffed or should be nerfed, and see you in the next one.